Hey fellas, welcome back to the channel. So today got a little bit of an interesting one that I came across last night. Got some AMC Eagles that are literally just not even that far from my house, about less than 20 miles or so, and today we're gonna go look at them. Not committing to anything, not guaranteeing that I'm buying them, but kind of seems like the guy wants to get rid of them for cheap. He's been trying to sell them for almost a month. So it sounds like it's this or the scrapyard. So we'll see what happens. And the way the budget is at the moment, they'd have to be around scrap price for me anyway. So, but anyway, we're gonna take a ride in the Patriot here. I've decided on a new name for this. I think I'm gonna call it the on-road Patriot. Mainly because this big old bumper on it that previous owner put on it. I don't know, they bought the thing and then they went off-roading in it. That's all they did. They bought it brand new just to go off-roading and beat the crap out of it. So I guess now that it's in my possession, it ain't gonna be no off-road Patriot. It's the on-road Patriot. So that's the best I got. It sucks, I know, but we're gonna go with that. So anyway, today we're gonna go for a ride. We're gonna go take a look at these Eagles, and hey, we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. Well, okay, we're on the road, and GPS says we got 34 miles. So my initial thought of 20 is a little bit low, but still, that ain't too far from the old from Homebase. That ain't too far away. We can definitely check that out. But yeah, you know, guys got to go to work, you know, got to work 3 to 11 today, but we're just gonna see, is this something I'm interested in? Is this something we want to work on? Do we just want to get them going? Do we want to part them out? What kind of condition are they in? You know, we gotta ask those questions. We gotta take a look at them. You know, if anything, they might just be good for parts. I mean, at least they would be going to put to good use, rather than just going right in the squisher and, you know, in the shredder. So we will answer those questions as soon as we get there. Well, first we got to take a small little detour to the best convenience chain store that there ever was to exist. Grab a little bite to eat. Well, supposedly we're here. Not really sure where to look. Keep driving back, maybe? I don't know. Well, apparently I actually beat the guy to the place, so just have to wait for him to show up, and then all right. Well, they finally came by and I found 2 of the Eagles. They are sitting right there. I'm not sure where the third one is, but I'm also not sure if they like me recording. Oh, there's the third one, so I will give them a look and see if I'm even able to record. Well, here they are. Mold, optional. Nope, broken door handle. That door's locked. Oh. Yep, fellers, these are pretty well gone. Alright, fellas. So here's the scoop. If you want to look for an Eagle and you want to find out which ones are rusty, rotten, or not, best place to look is right behind the front wheel wells. Right behind the front wheels. And as you can see here, this thing is rotten. It's actually pulled apart in a few spots. These subframes on these Eagles, just a big weak point. And yeah, this one is completely pulled apart. I've seen worse, but this one's definitely a part scar. And then now we go look over here at the red one. Yep. Oh my God. You see that? There's not even any metal there. There's literally nothing supporting that front spring. Very close to nothing. So I mean, welcome to Wisconsin, eh? So these two cars, part scars. Never gonna be able to see the road again. They are unsafe, absolutely unsafe. So let's go look at the third one. See how that one's doing. Now, there's one thing for sure I can tell you right away. I know the year of this car just by looking at it. That hubcap right there, even though that one's wrong, I'm going to say that one's the right one because the other side has the same hubcaps. That style hubcap is 84 and up. Okay, so 84 to 88. And you see this front hood has the hood ornament, the hood strip. So that means 84 and down. Not counting sport models or SX4s, Cambacks, wagons and sedans, you know, the non-sport models like this one, they would have that hood ornament. So 84 and down. Hubcaps it has, 84 and up. And this is an 84. I actually did see the title on this, and I'm right. So this one is an 84, and it's also kind of weird because it does not have a roof rack. It's a roof rack delete car, which very interesting to me. Usually these things are, usually they had a roof rack. Not sure why. Anyway, one thing also to look at. This front fender is actually a different color. You can see it, different change in contrast, flat, or a little more flatter of a look. But if you look under here, that front frame has been patched. And it's actually bent and twisted. So that means this thing has been in a wreck. I'm not saying it's completely shot, but looking at this thing, it's definitely been in a wreck. And if we come back down here and look at our front frame rail, we got a little bit of separation, but this front section here is actually still good. Very good, actually, for a Wisconsin car. If you look at the other side, it's been, well, it's not the best, but it's been patched on. There's actually some patches right down there in that front subframe. So out of all the cars, this one is probably the most savable. But problem is, this one had an engine fire. It's also decently cold out here, so my nose is running. It's not too cold, but cold enough to make your nose run. Not sure what happened to the burn that right through. And then no valve cover. So I'd be willing to bet this thing is completely locked up. There's no chance of it ever running. So this engine is shot. So you could pretty much say very close to a part scar. I mean, with the twisted frame, you know, burnt engine wiring harness probably, No valve cover. Engine's probably locked. Probably a parts car. But who knows? We'll see. We'll have to see. Alright, fellers, so we ended up coming to a deal on the cars, probably against my better judgment. Actually, it's a pretty good deal came up with. You know, he just wants to get the cars gone. They're taking up space. He wants to sell the property, and probably wants to get rid of them before the snow flies, which that's smart. Because if you think about another one of my cars that I had purchased, they sold it right in the middle of a Wisconsin winter, so it was completely frozen right to the ground. And actually that car was solid. A 72 Hornet sedan, 4-door sedan. And it was solid. It was a good car. Problem is, they sold the property in the middle of January, end of January, February type month, you know. And they were yanking on that thing, trying to get it out of the ground, and just completely destroyed the suspension. So, but these cars, yeah, 2 of them are junk. 2 of them are absolute junk. That third one, the brown one, you know, it had that engine fire. The valve cover is off of it, so there's no way in hell it didn't get any water in it. You know, it had some damage. It was been in a wreck. Looks like the subframe has been patched. Maybe a guy could make that into like maybe a winter rig. You know, it's kind of one of those things, you know, the thing is a hoopty. It'll never be more than a hoopty, or better than a hoopty. So that one, out of all 3, has the best chance of being put back on the road. And I don't think that's going to be by me. I got way too many projects the way it is. I'm basically going to buy them, and I'll save them. I'll be the next guy in the chain type of thing. And if I end up parting them out, which I probably will, at least probably part out the 2 of them. You know, that's probably the best thing for these cars. They can live on. Their parts can live on. So, unfortunately, that's what these cars are. They're just parts cars, and that's all they're really going to be, aside from that one, potentially. So, yeah, that's really going to do it for this episode. If you like what you saw, please leave a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate that, and maybe you'll see more on these cars. You probably will. We got to go pick them up, so you'll probably see some more. So, again, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.